Hey guys, if you're a fan of movies, be sure to subscribe to our channel as today we're recapping Ride Along 2, the sequel to the hit comedy starring Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. Get ready for non-stop laughs and thrilling action scenes as we take a ride through Miami to take down a notorious drug lord. Benjamin Bratt plays crime lord Antonio Pope, and the opening scene takes place in Miami on his boat. Jeong's hacker AJ is looking through a computer list. Pope accuses Port Commissioner Griffin, portrayed by James Martin Kelly, of stealing money over the phone. Pope kills Griffin in his apartment with one of his hitmen present, then directs his men to track down the person who stole his money. James, Ice Cube, and his partner Mayfield, Tyrese Gibson, are in Atlanta attempting to break into a car meet in order to locate a drug dealer named Troy Glenn Powell. Fresh out of the academy, Ben, Kevin Hart, wants in on the action, but James wants him to stay on the radio. Ben sneaks out to assist when he spots this through the camera. He arrives at the meet in a flashy vehicle equipped with hydraulics and attracts unwanted attention. He makes an aggressive attempt to frighten Troy, but he drops his badge in front of the criminal, allowing Troy to flee. Ben nearly gets hit by James and Ben as they pursue him, but James stays with Troy long enough to see him drive off into a parking garage and onto another vehicle. Troy is detained by James, who also steals Troy's necklace, which also doubles as a flash drive. Ben is held accountable by James for his actions because he shot Mayfield during the chaos. Lieutenant James is assigned by Bruce McGill, to visit Miami to determine who Troy was working for. Ben wants to leave so he can demonstrate his readiness for detective work, but nobody trusts him, especially after the mess he just caused. Ben, Tyka Sumter, is planning his wedding to Angela at home, but he has disagreements with Corey, Sherry Shepard, the wedding planner. He tries to assert himself, but the ceiling fan knocks him out. Ben later complains that he can't go to Miami while Angela tries to seduce him. Angela calls James and tries to get him to take Ben so she can get away from him while the wedding is planned, not just for Ben's benefit. James initially declines, but when he realizes that he can demonstrate Ben's lack of aptitude for detective work, he changes his mind. Ben is officially invited to Miami by him when he goes to their house. James and Ben meet Carlos Gomez's Captain Hernandez while driving to Miami. Ben gets off to a bad start when he checks her desk for information with Detective Maya Cruz's Olivia Munn. When she supplies Ben with pressure points, James develops a fondness for her. Ben begins his work as a detective by trying to blend in with the locals as they look for AJ. They find the hacker and he tells them about a safe in a club that has important things in it, but they have to meet someone there first. The guys go to the club for work, but AJ throws Ben a surprise bachelor party to make him have fun. But the man they're supposed to meet is also the one who killed Pope. James and the assailant engage in a brief shootout while AJ creates a distraction and escapes. Maya then meets the two of them at the scene of the crime. It turned out that the safe was empty. James discovers that a bomb was planted in his car before the guys can leave. The bomb explodes, destroying his vehicle once more. Ben discovers that he carried AJ's phone with him, so they look for Tasha, played by Nadine Velasquez, his girlfriend. Ben shows Tasha that he has been hooking up with other women and giving them unique ringtones, while Tasha is left with the generic Apple ringtone, which he convinces Tasha to tell the. Once more, the men locate AJ and bring him into the investigation. Despite his public image as an entrepreneur working alongside the new Port Commissioner Nunez, Robert Pralgo, he tells the team that Pope is the real thief. Ben accidentally shoots Alonso, Arturo Del Porta, a friend and associate of Maya, after getting scared while the team is at his house. Alonso backs up AJ's claim that Pope is a con man by getting shot. James, Ben, and Maya attend Pope's party at his mansion. While James and Ben gather information, Maya dances with Pope and acts as their eyes and ears. In the backyard, Ben is attacked by an alligator. They obtain the information, but Pope captures them and recognizes that they are police officers before releasing them. The group utilizes their data to find a gathering of transportation trucks that might be conveying Pope's stash. Nonetheless, when they endeavor to stop the trucks at the port, they find that the trucks are vacant. Hernandez reprimands the group as Pope appears and acts irate for what the group did. Creeks is educated regarding the screw-up and orders James to be suspended and for Ben to be terminated. To reflect on what went wrong, the team goes to a bar. Maya then inquires as to why Nunez arrived at the port so quickly. AJ admits that he should have mentioned earlier that Nunez's name was on a list of Pope employees. James comes to the realization that Pope was aware that he would be caught, so he set up a decoy in the trucks and the real contraband items are being brought in from another part of the port. Pope is pursued by James, Maya, and AJ, but Maya chains Ben to a pole after James tells her he wants Ben to stay so he can care for Angela. Ben, on the other hand, breaks free and goes to Alonso's house to get out of his handcuffs. James, Maya, and AJ are at the port in the morning to catch Pope. They have a shootout with Pope and his goons when Ben arrives and moves a truck to knock over a container with flammable barrels, causing them to explode. Pope runs and grabs AJ, then tries fleeing in a truck. James goes after him, but Ben knocks a container into Pope's path, causing him to crash. James runs to the truck and doesn't find Pope. Pope tries to shoot James, but Ben jumps in the way and takes the bullet. James shoots Pope a few times to bring him down, then sees that Ben was wearing a vest. Pope rises and shoots again, but James uses Ben as a human shield, and Maya shoots Pope once more for good measure. James and Ben are not accountable for slaying Pope and Nunez. James asks Maya to be his date as they drive home for the wedding. Ben and Angela have been married for a long time and are prepared to take a boat ride. However, Ben wants James to give a speech. James speaks reluctantly and explains that while Ben has gotten him into a lot of trouble since meeting him, he has also saved his life, made Angela happy, and helped him become a better police officer. Ben finally becomes part of his new family for him. After that, Ben and Angela take a boat ride, but Ben gets distracted and falls off the boat when he hits a bump. While Angela tries to stop the boat, he is then dragged through the water by a rope as James laughs at this.